Tell me, what's more terrifying, a galactic empire collapsing in flames, or the quiet figure who's been hiding in the shadows all along, silently shaping every moment? When that final shot revealed Callie on Earth's moon, I'll admit, I froze. My first thought was simple: how long has she been there? And my second thought was worse: what has she been doing while the rest of humanity has been tearing itself apart? Because here's the secret nobody's talking about. Her fingerprints are already all over this story. You've seen them. You just didn't notice. And once you realize what she's been waiting for, you'll never look at this ending the same way again. What if I told you the most important character in Foundation has been hiding in plain sight the entire time? Not Day, not the mule, someone we barely even noticed, until that moonlit finale shot. And once you realize what she's been doing in the shadows, you'll see the entire story in a terrifying new light. That final shot wasn't just a twist, it was a confession. Callie, standing on Earth's moon, whispering that the pieces are in place. But here's the forbidden truth: her fingerprints are all over psychohistory, all over Harry's survival, all over everything we thought was random. And the scariest part: she's only just revealed herself now. Tell me, what's more dangerous, a tyrant you can see, or a ghost who's been silently steering history for centuries? Because the finale didn't just reveal Callie, it revealed that we've been playing by her rules all along. And trust me, once you realize why she waited, you won't sleep tonight. I'll be honest. When that moonlit shot hit the screen, I sat there frozen. My jaw dropped. Because if she's been hiding on Earth's moon all this time, the question isn't just where was she, the question is why now? And the answer is darker than anything the Empire ever feared. Look, I can wait 5 minutes for my microwave popcorn, but centuries in silence, that's not patience, that's a plan. And when Callie finally broke that silence in the Foundation finale, it wasn't just a cameo, it was a warning. The real game is about to begin. We got it all wrong. The Empire, the Mule, the Second Foundation, none of them are the real story. The real story has been waiting in the shadows, on Earth's moon, for centuries. And in the final moments of Season 3, she finally whispered the truth. All the pieces are in place. You thought psychohistory was Harry's genius. Think again. The ninth proof of folding, the heart of the Radiant, wasn't his alone. It was hers. The ghost mathematician we barely saw until the finale. And now that she's stepped forward, the entire galaxy is in play. She's been there the whole time. Watching. Waiting. Whispering through equations, saving Harry at the brink of death, shaping psychohistory itself. And only when the Empire cracked, the mule rose, and the Second Foundation shifted, did she finally step by. Everyone's been playing chess, but she's been playing 4D with wild cards in her pocket. That final shot on Earth's moon wasn't just quiet, it was lethal. Because if she's been hiding this long, then everything we thought we knew about Foundation is already wrong. The whisper of doom. All the pieces are in place. Simple words. But when Callie spoke them in the finale, it wasn't reassurance. It was a death sentence. Because if she's been hiding for centuries, waiting for this exact moment, then the story we've been watching isn't about the fall of Empire at all. It's about the rise of something far older and far more dangerous. What if I told you the most dangerous character in Foundation isn't the Empire, the Mule, or even Demerzel, but someone we barely noticed until the very last moment? That moonlit shot of Callie standing on Earth's moon wasn't just a quiet flourish. It was a reveal so big, most people didn't even realize what they were looking at. I'll admit, when I first saw it, I froze. My jaw dropped. And for a second, I thought, wait, has she been here this whole time? Just silently waiting while dynasties collapsed, planets burned, and psychohistory unfolded. And the scarier thought, why now? Why choose this exact moment to step forward? Because here's the secret most viewers missed: her fingerprints are everywhere in this story. We've seen her work, felt her influence, even relied on her survival without realizing it. And if you think this ending was just some mysterious cameo, you're dead wrong. This is the hidden heartbeat of Foundation, finally breaking its silence. Let's not sugarcoat it. The real pain point here is that the show tricked us. For 3 seasons we thought the big conflicts were clear: Empire versus Foundation, Harry versus Chaos, the Mule versus Destiny. But what if all of that was just noise, a distraction, while Callie and her companion quietly shaped the real game? And here's where it gets controversial. Because if she's been silently steering things in the background, then the Selden plan isn't just Harry's genius. It's hers too. The Radiant, the predictions, the math that kept humanity alive through impossible chaos. It wasn't built on one mind. It was built on two. And if that's true, then everything we thought we understood about psychohistory is incomplete. Now, I'm going to warn you, what we're about to dig into isn't just speculation. It's built on clues the writers buried across seasons, the kind of forbidden knowledge most fans overlooked. And if you're the kind of person who wants to be ahead of the curve before season 4 drops, then you need to subscribe right now. Because I promise you, what we're about to uncover will hit harder than a dozen space battles. So let's start with the first secret. The ninth proof of folding. You remember it? This wasn't just a random equation pulled from nowhere. It was the spine of psychohistory, the mathematical key that allowed the Radiant to map out paths through chaos. But here's the part most people forget: that wasn't Harry's work. That was hers. Kali's. She handed humanity the very math that allowed the Selden plan to exist. Think about that for a second. Every time the Radiant lit up and showed a path forward, every time psychohistory seemed unbreakable, her ghost math was silently holding it all up. That means she's been part of the plan from the very beginning, before it even had a name. But it doesn't stop there. Remember when Harry aged outside of cryosleep, stumbling toward the end of his life? Remember when he seemed finished, like the plan would lose its architect forever? It was her, Kali, who appeared. She bent the rules of travel, opened a portal, and pulled him out of a dead end into one last contribution. Without her intervention, psychohistory would have died with Harry. And that, right there, is the first clue. She doesn't act often. She doesn't put herself in the spotlight. But when the story threatens to collapse, when humanity's survival hangs by a thread, she moves. Now, here's where it gets unsettling. Why didn't she step forward sooner? Why let empires fall, wars rage, and billions die? If she had this power, why not save more lives? The answer is discipline, patience. The kind of patience only a robot could have. Demerzel confessed that she remembers every death, every century of servitude. That's the curse of her kind. So imagine Kali and her companion. Centuries of silence, watching dynasties rise and fall, always waiting, never acting. That's not laziness, it's strategy. Like a seed hidden in the soil, refusing to sprout until the season is right. And this is the part that chills me. She's not just a ghost in the margins. She's the gardener of psychohistory. The quiet hand making sure the seed survives. Which means that everything we thought was chance, the equations, Harry's survival, even the Radiant itself, wasn't chance at all. It was her design. But if she's been guarding the story this carefully, that only leaves one terrifying question: why step forward now? Why break centuries of silence at this exact moment? And that, my friends, is the forbidden mystery that will take us deeper into the finale.